Do you ever wonder why genuinely good people end up getting mistreated or overlooked? If you've ever felt invisible, if you've ever felt like people just trample over your kindness, there's a powerful truth you need to hear. You teach people how to treat you by what you allow. Today, on the Growth Mindset Project, I'm calling out the 5 kinds of disrespect that are quietly draining your happiness and destroying your confidence. And I'm challenging you right now to stop allowing these disrespects in your life. Before we dive in, if self-respect and real growth matter to you, don't forget to subscribe to the Growth Mindset Project and tap the bell so you never miss out on weekly insight and inspiration that will change how you think, feel, and live. Let's talk about respect. Being nice, being understanding, those are good things. But there's a dangerous lie that says, if you're a good person, you just forgive and forget. You let things slide. You never say no. Listen, it's not true. You can be generous and forgiving and loving and still avoid disrespect. In fact, you must if you want real peace and real connection in your life. How do I know this? Because not so long ago, I accepted disrespect every day. Someone I cared about lied to me, ignored me, tore down my confidence. I thought turning the other cheek was the right thing. I said nothing. I waited for them to change. It never happened. What did happen? I felt invisible, small, unimportant. But then, I learned these 5 unbreakable rules, the ones I'm about to share with you. I stopped allowing disrespect. No more. Not from my friends, not from my family, not from my boss, from nobody. The results? Life got brighter. New friends, strong relationships, inner calm, self-respect, and the courage to say no. Let's start with the first disrespect you must refuse from this day forward. Lies. If someone lies to you, big or small, what message are they sending? That you're not worthy of the truth. That your feelings, your perspective, your intelligence don't matter enough to be considered. And here's the catch. Every time you brush it off, every time you play dumb, laugh it off, or doubt yourself, you're silently agreeing with that message. You're saying, it's okay to treat me like a fool, but you can avoid disrespect by setting one powerful, calm boundary. The moment you catch a lie, address it gently but directly. That's not true. I know what really happened. It's simple. You don't have to shout, accuse, or explode. Just call the truth and then watch. People who respect you will own up. People who don't will double down or lash out. That tells you everything you need to know about who belongs in your world. I used to ignore lies left and right. When I finally started calling them out, something wild happened. The liars faded away, and I found myself surrounded by honest, real people. That's the value of refusing to tolerate dishonesty. Make integrity non-negotiable, and everything else gets easier. Now for disrespect number 2. When people constantly waste your time. Your time is your most precious asset. Every wasted hour is never coming back. And yet, in the name of politeness, most of us just let it slip through our fingers. We put up with lateness, last-minute cancellations, endless waiting around, and all the while, our own priorities get delayed. Our energy gets drained. Next time someone cancels for the 3rd time, or keeps you waiting over and over, remember this. If they respected you, they'd respect your schedule too. Give one clear, respectful warning. My time matters to me. If you can't keep your word, we can't make plans. After that, walk away if they keep doing it. It's tough, but it's the only way to show that your hours and your life have value. And here's what's amazing. When you start showing up for your own time, others will too. People who never used to bother are suddenly punctual. Friends who took you for granted start honoring your commitments. All because you finally decided to avoid disrespect by valuing yourself first. Now, before we jump into the next disrespect, if you're finding these insights useful, smash that like button and drop a comment. Which form of disrespect have you struggled with most? I'd love to know if you're ready to set stronger rules for your life. Let's move to the third sneaky form of disrespect. When someone makes you feel bad about yourself. Sometimes it's direct, but often it's disguised as just a joke, honest advice, or concern. They might say you're overreacting, too sensitive, always taking things the wrong way. Sound familiar? Underneath those words, they're not trying to help. They're trying to make you feel small, insecure, even guilty for your own feelings. It's a subtle disrespect, and it's deadly. Why? Because it chips away at your confidence, your self-image, your joy. You can avoid disrespect here with one powerful move. Name it. Say, "Don't talk to me like that," or "I don't appreciate those comments." If they try to gaslight you into thinking you're the problem, you know this person does not respect you.
The truth is clear. If someone makes you feel worse about yourself, regularly and unapologetically, they don't belong in your life. Real friends, real partners, real family build you up. Period. Disrespect number 4, the one-way relationship. When you're always the giver, but when you need help, suddenly everyone vanishes. Maybe you're the one who listens to everyone's problems, helps out in crises, rearranges your life for others, but when you're down, you hear crickets. Here's what I learned the hard way. Real relationships are two-way streets. It can't always be 50-50, but it can't always be you giving and them taking either. To avoid disrespect, stop giving for a while. Stop texting first, stop offering help, and see what happens. If they reach out, they care. If they don't even notice, you know exactly where you stand. It'll hurt at first, but it will save your energy and your self-worth in the long run. Brief pause to remind you. If you haven't already, now's the perfect time to like this video and subscribe.
Your support means we can create more valuable content just like this. Let's talk about the final, most dangerous kind of disrespect. When people violate your boundaries again and again after you've clearly stated them. Boundaries are essential. They're the lines you draw to protect your peace, your values, your mental space. Maybe you say, "Please don't yell at me," or "Don't discuss my business with others." What happens next is crucial. If someone truly respects you, they'll honor those boundaries, full stop. But if they ignore your limits, apologize with excuses, or promise change but keep repeating the same behavior, you are dealing with someone who has no respect for you at all. Remember this: a boundary without a consequence is just wishful thinking. If you set a limit and someone breaks it, give them one warning. "I told you, if you do this again, I'm done." If they cross it again, leave. Don't explain, don't apologize, don't make exceptions. You don't need anyone's permission to defend your peace. Anyone who makes you feel guilty for taking care of yourself is showing you their true character. This is what helps you avoid disrespect at the deepest level. I used to let people trample my boundaries, thinking I was being forgiving. All it did was show them they could keep crossing the line. When I finally walked away from those situations, my confidence, my calm, my life quality skyrocketed. Look, these aren't just tips. They're rules for a better, stronger, happier life. Respect, honesty, mutual effort, self-worth, and clear boundaries. When you demand these with your actions, your world changes. For more powerful lessons on self-development and personal growth, check out our other videos. And if you want more tools to avoid disrespect and build a life of confidence and peace, don't forget to subscribe and tap the bell. Your journey to a stronger you starts now.